Okay, so one of your other points is labor. How would a Schengen-style agreement address labor concerns between the two countries in a way that benefits both countries? And can you kind of compare that to Europe? I'm not really sure how European countries do labor exchanges amongst each other, but how would it benefit the U.S. and Canada?
Well, one of the big things is what happened in this election just last night in Ontario. There's a big car industry in on the border between the United States and Canada, where parts are going back and forth. And the big concern is with these tariffs and the hardening of relationships that the car industry is going to be set upside down. And it's going to hurt not only Canada, but also the United States car industry, which is a major industry. And if you were able to settle the dispute over, the free mobility of goods and people, labor, that would just disappear overnight. There would not be a problem in that particular area. But more generally, I think that the two major economic principles that would come into play in terms of why the union might be stronger are the division of labor argument, that you focus on the things that you're strongest on and let other people look after the things you're not very strong on. Canada's rich in resources. The United States is a developed economy, technology, um, capital intensive. So there would be more capacity to take advantage of the division of labor as one economic strength. And the other is there's this law of comparative advantage where even if, to draw a simple analogy, if let's say a surgeon, a medical surgeon, can either do brain surgery or clean his instruments. Now you can do both, and he's really good at both, but he can hire someone, pay him $10 an hour to clean his instruments, which would relieve him from having to do that and therefore spend more time doing surgery where he gets $10,000 an hour. It makes sense, even though that person who's hired may not be able to do the job quite as well as the surgeon. Nonetheless, it makes sense for the surgeon to concentrate on surgery and for the person who's cleaning to do the cleaning for both people. Both people take the advantage. These principles, the economic principles, merit consideration of a zone where people can go and work wherever they want, doing whatever they want, wherever the need is. So, for example, Canadian nurses could go down to the U.S. Uh, Engineers could come up to Canada. Uh, Canada, for example, is in its infancy in the aerospace industry. They're thinking about creating a NASA's North
Mhm.
for sort of micro satellites, not the big ones that America's shooting up, but small satellites. And it could use the cooperation of NASA to build that. These are some of the examples where engineers could fly up to Canada to work, like it's out in Nova Scotia is the big plan.
Yeah.
Things of that nature. That's how it would work.